Keeping an antique kite flying after all these...
It's that seeing...
Kuching! And Charlotte! I never thought...
Nice to see you again, Traveler and...
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just at...
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialty?
Well, yes.
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year...
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen some...
Liyue Harbor is always changing. So the Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing... So, Ningguang organized a private meeting with Miss Charlotte. In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of...
Mechanical lifting device? But don't kites just use the wind to fly?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather can...
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a...
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after... Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people...
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical... We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with...
Toys?
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural... But to me, there's so much... Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string... There's an old poem that goes... O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders just away. In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of... If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be...
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking...
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit.
I also know quite a lot about the various... For example, whenever a kite blew away, people...
What about something...
More fun. Let me think. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, first, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct. Then, you look towards the sky and Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings?
Well, for example, kites in the shape...
Fascinating. What else?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good...
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue?
I believe so. Most of... If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hand.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is... If you're interested, you're more than welcome to... The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest with...
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret...
Then I'll look forward to seeing your...
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those? Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fish... Huh. What? Something's up. Paimon just has a bat. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up... Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Oh.
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before...
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you...
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You step for the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm.
You kidding? That deer's got it...
You may want to hold your tongue.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name.
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a...
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, we'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for
Preposterous! Utterly preposterous!
Right! Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And
You may recall that in order to preserve the tranquility of one's mountain, one planted, in fact, the seeds are one of Streetward Rambler's cultivar. The plant neither wilts nor withers, and its practical use is undeniable. Yet, thus, one had no choice but to foray into town to inquire.
On your way, you were accosted by a group of youths, and without revealing your true form, were unable to
How did you come into possession?
The young lass, Yao Yao, keeps no secret.
Alas, one can only let bygone.
that might have been more detail than we need. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just...
You indeed have an agile mind.
Paimon's still curious about something. Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle, since, with Lantern right near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with...
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forget...
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts.
So, you're not looking...
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds...
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next...
Sure! Leave it to us! Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern...
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that... Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head up! Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the...
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite?
Ooh! A scissor-tailed swallow! And a butterfly! And...
This jade chamber design is our newest.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of...
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares...
Yes, they're just over there. The paper,
Wonderful! I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the...
Elon Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes! The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liu. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern. If you were willing to help out, then I could get ahead.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Oh, wonderful! You will... Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Hey now, don't be upset. How about this?
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from...
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications...
Oh, that must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work.
Sure, go do your... let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to...
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. So, you here for Lantern, right?
Yep, it's always so lively this time of year. We were actually
Perfect! We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices...
Order anything? Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with, do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road?
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much trapped.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If... Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait, get behind me. I'll handle this.
Another test. I got careful. Suffocate. Try.
Mighty mythical beast!
Have a little taste.
Congratulations!
Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
Another test subject.
Stop it now!
Freeze!
I messed up.
Freeze!
Up to it, Manzai! Sorry, pal.
The wrong test subject.
Congratulations!
I got careful.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job...
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing? Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good but I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the... I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the...
It's not that tiring. You just...
Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot.
Not really. Just yesterday I stayed...
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulder...
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said...
Liyue is just too hilly. Floating up and down so...
Aw, would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I...
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend.
That hit the spot.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different... If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying...
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon could be in...
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Oh, well...
Come on, spit it out!
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark.
They're your family, not your arch enemies.
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Great discounts on loads of goods.
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave. Here!
Hello, dear guests.
She's gone. Let's go.
Done. Great discounts on loads of goods.
What? Turn left! Run! To the right and... Wow, you guys are good.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them...
As long as you don't wind up drowning.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So I guess I'll go ahead and take these over.
Yes. I should thank you both for your trouble as well.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go? I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the...
Aw, you noticed?
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became...
That's just how he is. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. I mean, there is his
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe?
It feels like we've troubled you enough.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a... I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Right. Oh, by the way, here.
All right, then. Deliver it if you...
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from...
Whoa, that's way too generous.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help.
Sounds good. Paimon says no to free food.
All right, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make...
Is he underestimating Paimon? Ha! She's just gonna have to show him how... Anyway, is Gaming's family sick? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic...
How should I? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have... Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag. It can say, we provide aid and...
Well, I can certainly arrange that.
Wait, seriously?
Seems like... Would you like some more tea? I think...
No, thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the... We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe...
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea.
Solid practical training can unleash real punches.
Ah! What are you doing here?
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence. Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect...
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff. Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to...
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying... Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment?
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what... Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to... Tianyin?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival. One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for. A great thought has illuminated one's mind. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one
Huh? Wait, here? You're really just gonna Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants. Hey, not you too, traveler! Just come back soon, okay?
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chow...
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring... 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes...
20% off 4. Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can... Look at the magnificent design. And the red ribbon gives quite the festive...
10 boxes. Seems rather...
10! A nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do.
That is agreeable. One will,
Of course, of course.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and...
Perhaps you could enlighten me then.
Well, that is, of course, best...
There is no...
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to pack...
Ah, of course. Here you go. The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanic, there is no harm in bringing it back.
Oh, Xianyan, did your shopping go smooth?
Naturally, one may not delight in social interaction. And you two? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition. One means to say, One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise. And indeed, there was little one could do. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests. And thus, one...
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Ye...
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own...
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. Never mind. It is unlikely.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the work?
Huh? Wait, you've been trying?
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any... Arrive at Mount Outsong in...
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes...
It can float? What kind of invention is...
One calls it the floating toting...
Huh. She seems pretty... Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those... Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just... And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out... All Paimon say is that... What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bet totally. We should probably act like... After all, that is the...
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon. That was for you to rinse your utensils.
That's a thing? Wow, so much delicious food. Do you...
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood kanchi?
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure... So full. Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know...
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes, more often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for...
Oh, you truly are a man of many
Okay, enough with the teasing.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was on to...
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small-scale stuff. My dad... He always wanted me to inherit the family business. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and...
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely... No. I know that it wasn't the right way, but my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor...
Coming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now change takes time.
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold.
Actually, we kinda already have. We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
That title certainly humanizes her a bit.
Oh, I know that she's an adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried with some... She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a...
Is that not something?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter.
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you.
Great! The more the merrier! Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin Restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe? Not the...
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need...
I'm fine. I just feel...
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always said... Paimon doesn't think that's...
I feel a bit... Was I asleep? Must have been around the time...
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin Restaurant with me.
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work...
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker.
Well, you know me.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before.
Me too! I want to participate in the kite flying competition. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the... Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best they're in. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop. So my motivation for being here might be a little different, yes.
Well, we're all here. But where the heck is Xianyun?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm. Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird. Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and... The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen.
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening. Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any...
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are... Hey, Gaming! Want to team up?
Huh? But I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh?
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. What shape should we go with? What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a swanee!
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super...
Okay, it's...
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a...
Yep.
One is looking for...
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue...
If you are asking for one's own opinion, when giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi.
With age comes wisdom, child.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna start painting it gold.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one...
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain...
I see.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or an...
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch, with no discernible... Still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead.
Oh, no need. I'll just... Anyway, we should perhaps we...
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go. First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh, that's not a If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels, and maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate. Now, what expression should we give her? Since the kite... Ooh, like this? Ooh! Now that we've decided, let's make it happen! happen. It's done! Paimon has to say. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh! Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor... Yep. The coloring... If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots with...
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply couldn't... Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when...
Oh! Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too!
Exactly. So I simply closed...
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow.
You are most filial, Shenhe.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Aunt...
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Its self-important countenance.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety? Oh, and to do so by making use of this? One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer! Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over!
This Fontanian device of...
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficient.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last...
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outson. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one...
Your concern is Miss Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its wind...
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such...
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted.
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solid... Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to...
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to...
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite, but...
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You...
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as one...
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please, I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain.
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be...
We finally caught up. You sure do fly... Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
You?
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe.
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already? All this flying from place of...
They're back.
Paimon's pooped.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing. Gaming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it. He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gaming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol.
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of him.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and
just like some people can eat spicy food.
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are...
Tolerance and understanding? What?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know.
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied...
It's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your...
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play. If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too. This is...
Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to...
How do we look?
She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it?
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all... What colors have you been partial to lately?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer...
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited...
The color black doesn't get dirty easily.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud.
Thank you, Master.
One is content, as long as you are pleased.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting... This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat is... It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon... Oh, well, one will...
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you,
One has high standard. He appears to be a young man of much merit.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the...
Kite string? What strange metaphors you speak.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between...
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? What?
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be. He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection. At a gathering of adepti, Bonanus once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance. However, when one asked Menogius' opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to and later... one means to say that it is a time to address problems before they turn into... Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of...
That's nice and all.
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts... Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this...
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to...
It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming! Hope everything goes well. Hi, Gaming! Paimon sees you've certainly gotten... Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm...
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission
Alright, I've got the time.
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor.
Sure. What's this?
Here.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very...
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart at...
Alright, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll...
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you. Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the minister...
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at...
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all...
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for... Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here?
Huh? What about you? You're not going...
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but...
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the fleet...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were...
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them for...
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best... Leave this to me. I'll handle... Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and...
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away! Let us away!
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by
But Coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the fact...
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead.
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop here. Youngly? Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon...
Nope, no need.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once. Oh? Well, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise.
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful...
Have a reason to be worried.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of... Wushu dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have if you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the fate. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit... It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that. This thing between us. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be I often regret introducing him to wushu dancing as a kid.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends, rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr.
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a...
It seems
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things? Like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or...
The blink of an eye, you say.
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but all...
Yes, you can say that.
Zhongli certainly has a way with... Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here.
A fated meeting indeed.
Is everything resolved?
Well...
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to...
Huh?
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you... Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skill. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never... People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start. Like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too...
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, but this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to... You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me.
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done?
Will that even do anything?
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble...
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship must...
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn...
Huh? Oh.
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but unfortunately...
Oh, I hope I didn't... My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to...
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, all right? Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were...
I have been around the both of you for some time now. As for my role in the conversation...
You never changed. Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be...
A friend approaches.
Hello.
So, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time? A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Who... What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Huh. It's you. I thought you were Director...
Your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want... The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable.
He seems quite immersed in the study of this...
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the In truth, I'm here because Director Who dispatched me to purchase some items.
I see. Much like she does every... Am I wrong? Or has she once...
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for
I've only met Director Who a few times.
And is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Who tasked me with many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other...
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite...
Wonderful. I shall pass... I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to
wait.
Well, I would imagine someone of your...
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you?
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply saw...
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor... Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky, perhaps they're a bit like Xiao lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also...
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Who of our finding.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be... If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
See you next time.
Coming.
You can go.
I don't have anything to...
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I can't say I support that. Hey, let me finish.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey.
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an... Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this?
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of... Oh, forget it. Such thought. Has work been busy during the holiday season?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with...
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act... What I meant to ask was...
You already know. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk.
The poor child. Her one... I guess... Maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any...
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, best not have any.
Yeah. Coming. I'd like to finish where I was. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important... Shh!
Just think about it, okay?
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things, but I thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem...
Yep, let's go.
Gaming has grown a lot.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you...
An interview? To advertise my...
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians...
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare.
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here, I thought I had lots of connections.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyu?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go!
I take it that all is...
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanka appear fool.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will...
Exactly! Think of it more as an investment. We pooled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna... Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more...
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all...
That is for...
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here...
Okay.
Got it! Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still... Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those... Hello again!
Welcome back! I see you returned from your trip. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandma.
Oh, you should really be thanking God.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those,
Yes. Here you go. Please.
It doesn't feel right for us to just...
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite.
All right, then. Thank you. Phew, it's done. Let's get down to business. Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky. See, we're almost there.
Okay. Come here, allow me.
The lantern ride is as festive as ever.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that?
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait, the wind.
Oh my gosh!
Mommy, I want a big kite like that too! Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
I think I'll head off now, if...
Thank you, little girl.
No need. Master is...
Son. I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances and...
Wow. I never...
You're serious about doing this?
Absolutely. I know it'll be
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, really, when I was young, I also... All I really want to say, much like this kite, you also deserved...
Dad.
Son.
Son?
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well,
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance. To me, Gaming, you've always been a All right, that's everything I've got.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Now, over there, your friends are still waiting.
Huh? But you came all...
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer.
Dad.
Go.
Okay.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xianyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all go fly a kite.